Hey guys, what's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you see me? What's up? Alright. Tournament Tuesday. Team. Panda team. Panda club. Whatever. Club Tuesday. Alright, what do we got here? Ashby, is it good? Are we up? Is our stream up here? Are we there yet? Still didn't get my new chair yet. Wait till we move to the new old apartment. Damn, this chair is freaking uncomfortable. Incredible uncomfortable. It's like sitting on a pancake. Alright. Sporkle Horse, Morales, Nicole, are we there? Are we live? Do we have volume? Asprey, give me a freaking signal here. Can someone give me a signal if we're actually live? I'm not getting any feedback. Hello? Can we get a link? Oh man, I'm gonna kill these people outside with their cars. Parking. Hate parking cars. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Are we live? Hey. I have a weird voice. Hey. The Astrobate doesn't answer. It's clearly left the building. Alright. Some guy who looks like Asa Hoffman is like parking a van outside my window. What's up, Asa? Long time no see. How's the 80s treating you? Being in your 80s. Alright. Go, Asa. The A-Team van out there. Rev it up, bro. I hate my new apartment, and I'm gonna move back to the old apartment. Cause I feel like I live in a freaking parking lot. A nice, quiet side street that's just basically one big parking lot. Okay. Sparkle Horse, 10-year-old, Morales, Nikhil, A3, Heroku, Aspate, and Pyro. We've got 8 players this far. Alright, guys. How much real estate? It's not as much as some people. Dude, I have 2 apartments and I can't sell them. That's how much real estate I have. I'm a slumlord. Slumlord. Don't talk about the IRS, okay, bro? Because I'm like filing my taxes today. Why do you have to bring this up? That's what I was doing this afternoon, man. Don't even talk about it. Jesus Christ, bro. The most annoying guy in the world just parked his shitty van outside. Alright. What's up, Oms? 10-year-old. 10-year-old is now higher rated than Oms. Wow, that's certainly getting interesting. You got a lot of distance between your blitz and your rapid ratings there, bro. The other person who has that kind of distance between their blitz and the rapid ratings, I banned from the team. The guy like King Kong is done. You know, he's done. I knew there was something fishy about that account, and it was like his rapid rating was creeping up and creeping up and creeping up. Well, I have theories about that. But anyway, if your rating starts creeping up to the point where like you're 300 points higher in rapid than blitz, I'm starting to get a little suspicious. 200 points is okay. Morales, we don't talk about him. He has immunity. Bryce is in Serbia. Yeah, Jared Kushner. Trump, the new Trump Tower. Don't worry. Your boy Trump is going to come in there and set you up good. Alright, we've got Sparkle Horse, 10-year-old, Alms, Sung Prism, Morales, Nickel, A3, Heroku, and Astrobate. 11 players, Pyrat. 5 players to go. 5 players to go. 5 minutes to go. 5 players. So this is a good tournament. 7+5, rapid casual. It's Swiss. Don't be fooled, Schumacher. You're not going to dominate the Swiss. Have a great stream. Thank you. A pimp named Hawk. Didn't we have a bookie the other day? If we have a bookie, we need a pimp. We got 11 players. And this is my second. Wait, is this my second Emmanuel Lasker quote in a row? The last time I did something, it was an Emmanuel Lasker quote. Or maybe it's just my imagination. I guess it was this. I'm just thinking it was Lasker. No, there was another Lasker quote, remember? This is my second Lasker quote in a row. You cannot cut your time in half. How can you win? Oh, dude, the King Kong guy, I'm 100% sure he was cheating now. We played this game against this dude yesterday after I was suspicious of him already, and I just happened to log on when he was like playing this guy who hasn't been on my stream in a long time, but he's a good player. Silly China. And the guy waited till he was like -6 to start cheating in the game with Silly China. That's a weird strategy, Yeah, I know. Yeah, I haven't seen Italian Machine. He's been on my stream a couple times. I mean, not on the stream, but he's been part of the conversation a few times. Yeah, he seems like a good guy. Anyway, all right, 3 minutes to go. I was working on taxes today. I love doing my IRS taxes. I was like, I'm a really big procrastinator. Some people think I have ADD because I procrastinate so hard. And the thing is, like, I have to like do my taxes earlier than most people because it takes me like 2 weeks to get my check to the IRS. Like, the Hungarian mail is like really slow, so if I mail a check to the IRS, I have to mail it like 2 weeks early in order for it to arrive in time. Alright, but anyway, I won't talk about it. I didn't bring it up, by the way. Someone else brought it up, the IRS. Sparkle Horse, 10-year-old, Alms, Sun Prism, but Italian Machine is from Canada, right? Sparkle Horse, 10-year-old, Alms, yeah, I just keep saying the names over and over again. Who else is here? Uber Driver. Uber Driver dumped about 100 points. It looks like since we last saw him. I mean, I pay estimated taxes in advance. So I pay like next year's taxes estimated in advance. That way, I can't fall behind. I love taxes so much I pay them early. Alright, Sparkle Horse, 10-year-old, let's go, guys. This is a Swiss. It's not an arena, so Click on the link and join the team. Is anybody like trying to join our team? By the way, yeah, we do. Last week they didn't get in. Wing of chess. Wing of chicken. I'm not going to ban people because they have a Russian flag. Apocalypse infrastructure. lichess allows playing Swiss soon. Really? Oh shit, I just closed my window. Alright, that was smart. Oh, God damn, I got distracted. GM Slaggy. GM Slaggy. FM Slaggy. Someone created a team, Sparkle Horse, in my honor, but then they like left the site, and now the team is just like abandoned. He hangs on your poker stream. Oh, okay, yeah, no, I was joking around, and when I'm just chilling, I sometimes play Red Dead Redemption, and he came into my stream when I was playing poker on Red Dead Redemption. I practiced playing poker on Red Dead Redemption to you know, stay fresh and playing with really bad players. Just haven't done that in a while. That was funny. We need to go back and do that again. I haven't done the Red Dead Redemption in a while. Alright. Oh, you have your own site. Yeah, I don't play online anymore. Alright, let's see. Battle for first place in first round. No. This is not Schumacher's, this is not his favorite format. He likes the arenas where he can have less time. It gives him an advantage somehow. Oh, that's you. The battle for first place in first round. It's a Swiss. Oh, I should have played Queen C2. I was looking at a game the other day. Petrosian played that. I had never played Queen C2, maybe once or twice. This has been a while. It's been a while. We transposed back into mainline QGD. Quigid. The Quigid. Do you what? Do you castle queenside? In the Queen's Gambit declined? I personally, I don't, but I have played lines where you did that in the past, on occasion. You mean castle queenside in general, or in this particular opening? Queen's Gambit declined. It is possible to castle on the queen side on occasion. It's kind of loose, aggressive poker terms. No, in general, yeah, maybe if I'm playing e4, like specifically in certain like open Sicilians, it really depends on the opening. You know, you're obviously gonna castle less with black queenside. In general, I don't have a high percentage of castling queenside, but I do play openings where I delay castling a lot. Anyway, okay, so what are you going to do here? You got your H6, 9 BD7. You're not as annoying as some people. Your questions are somewhat relevant. You know, most people are like, who's your favorite chess player of all time? What book do you recommend? What's your 5 top book recommendations? So this is 7 plus 5, and it's no berserking, no arena. Everyone's playing at the same time, and then we have a 2-minute break, and then play another round, 7 rounds. You have a high percent of not castling. You have a fetish about delaying castling, especially with white. Schumacher, it's a little bit weird, you know. You know, you're not going to castle queenside in the queen pawn games as much as e4, primarily because the c pawn is up. I can't remember if we ever, I mean, we must have had some game in this line before. You didn't always play this variation, right? I don't know what made me play d4. I honestly, like, another little voice inside my head tells me what to do. Typically, I just do stuff at random. I've been playing a lot of e4 primarily of late, and maybe I had some kind of sort of Caro-Kann phobia or something going on. So I guess we did have this before. We have played this previously, but it's just been a while. I don't know about my move order. I don't know about your move order. Does my voice sound weird? I don't know. Every time I go to a poker game, the guy sitting on my left is like sick. And I'm always like, oh, here we go again. I'm going to sit next to this guy for like 10 hours and I'm going to be sick tomorrow. But so far it hasn't happened. Like the last 2 weeks, they didn't get me. I don't know, maybe I developed an immunity to whatever it is, because I've been feeling okay. I was sick a couple weeks ago during my tournament, actually. I was playing in a round robin tournament. Dan, you just instantly played pawn takes pawn. What the fuck is this? Pawn takes pawn. Nothing to calculate there. Wouldn't want to calculate anything. Wow, there's some interesting possibilities here. Like, what if I don't recapture right away? You know, your bishop's hanging. I could play knight a4, for example. Kind of like that move. Do you have a problem with that? Because I like putting my knights on the side of the board. No, I don't know. Maybe it's nothing special. Maybe this move is simply nothing special. I mean, you might ask me, why didn't you just, like, recapture? And I don't know. Because this move is okay. I guess this move is just okay. It takes away queen b6, because that was possible anyway, right? No, I don't know. I'm in sort of... I'm having trouble focusing. My ADD is acting up. No, I don't know. I don't know. Why do I want to take with a pawn or a knight on d4? Why would I prefer one or the other here? Would knight takes possibly be better? Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen f6. My d pawn can't be protected. So that's great. Knight takes, bishop takes, pawn takes, queen f6, knight c5, hitting the bishop. And then bishop a8, and then fork village. So this is actually okay. Yeah, I think I'm fine. I just sound a little scruffy. My voice, I don't know what to do. Quit smoking 10 years ago. I cut down on drinking. But there's a high allergy pollen count now. So if you're not sick, you might have like really bad allergies. Prime pollen season here. Alright, it's a little warmer. It's nice, actually. Budapest is it can be nice. I used to live in Boston, and it was horrible. And like March was like horrible. April was horrible usually. The nice thing about Budapest, you got these like bookends in like March and April can be nice, and March, April, May can be nice, and September, October can be really nice. Whereas like Boston was terrible. It was cold all the time. Like from November through like April, half the year basically. September can be hot, you know, and then it can get cold. There can be a huge variance in Boston. I remember moving into my dorm in like September. It was like boiling the first week of September. But my point is, like, Budapest is really nice in these months. Basically late March, April, May, and then yeah, you get the picture. Boom. How you doing? So what's the plan? That's the plan. He had this move. I missed it. Bishop c6. Mr. Boring Chess. Damn, you have that move. Okay, I missed this outright. I thought he had to go to like any other square. c8 loses a rook. I thought a8. Of course I missed c6. So how did you get this move? Where did you get this from? Because of queen a5 intermezzo somehow? You need the queen a5 intermezzo? You play bishop c6 right away. Your queen gets awkwardly placed. I just like saying intermezzo. Boston. St. Patrick's Day was the other day. Yeah. Bars would close fairly early in Boston, though. Alright. What are we gonna do? Damn, I've got nothing. Fuck. I can't lose my d4 pawn. You could sacrifice the a pawn, so something like queen d3. Queen d3, rook takes rook. Rook takes rook. Queen a2, and I'm down a pawn against God. He's basically God. Strange. I guess I have to play something involving queen c2. Guys, we're hosting a tournament here. You would never know that based on my game because we can only see my game, but it's supposed to be early spring this year. Yeah, I don't know about the guinea pig. I don't know about the gopher, whatever. Gopher, groundhog, Bill Murray. I don't know about that gopher theory. But that doesn't apply in like Europe. We don't have Groundhog Day, so it's been pretty nice like the last 2 weeks here. Mild. Finally, good weather. I don't want to hide inside. And queen c2. Oh, I lost my d-pawn. Oops. Oh, freaking d-pawn dropped. God damn it. God damn it, Jerry. Oh no, the d-pawn. Doris the d-pawn. I lost Doris. Oh, shit. The c5 line, I don't know it well enough. He just liquidates a lot and gets to a symmetrical structure. Really annoying. Lots of pawn breaks in this position, isn't there? I love this position for the amount of pawn breaks that I have. A lot of dynamism. Exciting, you know. I have a knight outpost. Is this exciting? This really makes you want to play chess. This game, it really makes you want to play chess. Oops, Mr. D pawn. He's going to find something here. No, I think he's okay. Just get out the engine and you'll be fine. It's probably equal. I mean, he has the bishop pair. Even if he has to like temporarily lose a pawn, or I have to temporarily lose a pawn, it's all good. He actually had bishop takes d4. He had bishop takes d4, knight b3, bishop a4, I think, which was quite reasonable. Now I have to watch the back rank. And he's still threatening the nasty. He's looking at this, obviously. This is my reference to bishop a4, you know, was coming up in the other line. Queen a4. Very natural kind of move, right? No, he has Doris and Doug, the D pawns. Doris is still with us. Doug is still with us. Doug is dug in on d5. Even if Doug dropped, you know, this is a weird move. Queen a3, dropping a whole piece temporarily. Who would have thunk of that, you know? Seriously. Who thinks of, I think I'm going to play Queen a3 and drop a bishop so that he can recapture on... What? Damn, dude, that's odd. Queen c6, rook e2. And then my a2 pawn is a goner. Strange. Queen c8 check. You know, king h7, queen f5 check, king g8. And if only I had a way to back rank him. But there's nothing, and my a2 pawn's hanging at the end of that line. So my favorite variation is like rook c1, queen c1, rook c1, knight c1, rook e1, mate, or something like that. Screw that, man. Anyway, I wanted to get Doug, and Doug is with us. Doug is going to get back ranked. I'm going to get back ranked now. Ops-colored bishops, yeah, he's like a tactical genius. Good, bishop takes d4 there. Bishop takes d5, bishop takes d4. Rook d4, rook e1 mate, or other assorted shit. Wow. Feels very drawish. Doug is dug in. I can't opt for a draw. You can't opt for a draw before move 30. Perfect game by both sides. We only have 2 minutes before rounds. It's so stupid, dude. I just want to like comment on how dumb the application of this absurd draw rule is. The 30 move draw rule made up for the Sofia tournament like 15 years ago. It's totally arbitrary and stupid. Perfect game by Schumacher. He would never use an engine. Suspicious. Just like suspiciously good, you know. Alright. Oh yeah. 10-year-old crushed somebody. Who did you crush? Wing of chess. I don't know about this. Oh, it's 10-year-old. No, it's... Oh, wow, that's weird. Wait, 10-year-old? There was another account from Azerbaijan around the same rating. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Alms is here. Uber driver. Suncrism. Morales with the win. Pyrat got the bye. Acerbate, you're not in. 15 players. Alright guys, 26 seconds. Swiss pairings. The lichess Swiss pairings suck, you know, so the tiebreaks are arbitrary. And they don't do it by rating. And so it's sort of not what you would normally get with pairings. The pairings are based on like tiebreak points rather than rating, which is very bizarre. Alright. I just play moves at random. Moves at random. Random hypermodern moves. Hey, what's up, Jeroen? Jeroen has a pretty solid score. He's got over 20% against me. You know, for his rating, it's not bad. You're in last place. Good job, Masturbate. Did you actually play your game? Or withdraw? I mean, withdraw from the competition in the middle of the game. Alright, E3, E6. Very exciting. Ah, copycat. You're copying me. Yeah. Yeah. So, no, I mean, B3 is fine, and I don't feel like playing a symmetrical Dutch. So I could play the classical kind of D5 thing, but I don't like giving him the E5, you know, a clear plan to plonk his knight on E5 and a thing that can kick it out. I think that D5 is the standard setup for black, though. Especially without committing to C5 necessarily. I'm going to delay that. Delay that order. Belay that order. Number 1. Belay that order. Hey. Last week, what? Last week's 3 minutes was aha between games. Yeah, but this is 7 rounds. You know, I mean, it's 7 rounds. It's a long tournament, and I didn't want to add in addition like 3 minutes between rounds. it adds up. You know, that's like 2 minutes is the minimum. So this is kind of a weird move. It's like he's starting with e4 a tempo down. And so e3 is a little bit weak. But I don't know that black is in any position to really exploit that. Ultimately, I should probably stop e4. Stop it before it is a problem. I think he wants me to do this, though. You know, he secretly wants me to encourage him to occupy Wall Street at e5. Welcome everybody to the stream. Don't forget to donate and start the hype train. No, he wants to get a knight on e5, and now my d-pawn's up. So this is pretty logical. Queen e2. I think that white can do yeah, pimp. Well, we'll call you Hawk. Hawk. There's a lot of carryover, and I think he wants to play. Well, he's gonna go for double fianchetto now. Yeah, there are some psychopaths like Emery Tate. If you're stoned, you might play g4 in this position. I don't know, but it looks a bit much to me. What should I do, though? You know, that's the problem. I don't know. I don't normally play this kind of setup with black. a5, a4, if I could get it on the queen side. If I could get it, it probably wouldn't be a bad thing. You can go a3 or a4, see? But that's fine. Now I have a nice square there. Where should I go, though? Here? Heading for a theater near you. He has a weakness at c2. So that could be quite awkward for white to deal with, right? This isn't exactly like a typical structure. I normally don't like to do a4. If I were him, I would have played a3. And if I go a4, he can decide whether he wants to push or just keep the tension. But now he has to deal with this thing, you know, the knight on b4, and that's kind of a problem. I mean, how does he, like, deal with that? Now, major stuff going on at this point. I mean, if I take here, I would surrender my strong point on d5. But at the same time, you know, I would maybe, like, guarantee this can't be blocked out. So it's an interesting debate. Maybe we'll throw in knight b4 first. And I like to call these alien face huggers. You know, the knight's on b4. This particular face hugger can be removed, you know, surgically by playing like c3 at some point. But that is counter to white's wanting to keep this bishop open here. So, and without a3 to kick my knight out, it's kind of a quandary, you know. General rule is aggression pays more times than not. No, I have this new theory, which I call the guinea pig index. And absolutely that's true. Like aggression. I mean, chess is about checkmating the opponent's king, so inherently you have to be aggressive, and being aggressive is an important part of the game. You know, the more aggressive player should have an edge. But it's really my experience that it seems like more people than not are actually too aggressive. You know, so I see a lot of like what I would call like maniacs. More players are maniacs in chess than they naturally should be. So I think the default for beginners especially and weaker players is to play too aggressively and too loose. And they don't start to tighten up until they get better and they face strong players. Guinea pigs are fearful animals because they get picked off by predators. So my guinea pig index is like, the more fear you have, the higher your guinea pig index. The less fear you have, you're like a mindless zombie with a baseball bat with nails in it, and you just like swing it at everything. You're like a 0 on the guinea pig index, and if you're a 10 on the guinea pig index, you're like hiding in a cave all the time, But I think more people than not go on the zombie side of the index. Anyway, I'm talking too much. Talk too much. B5, sacrificing a pawn. I think we go for it. This is definitely not a guinea pig move. Rapid is all about timing our moves with physiological pressure. Physiological? Well, that's new. You mean psychological. Physiological. Maybe he means physiological. I don't know. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about, necessarily. He might, but it's a coin flip. Sometimes G-South just says stuff, and we never know if we should listen or not. He's been known to say some things that made sense, but not always. So, take his comments with a grain of salt. Hey, what's up, Mr. Coffee? Let's get a tournament update. Did you play in the Reykjavik Open with all the hot streamers? B5 is an inspired move, but I mean, dude, you asked about castling queenside earlier. Castling queenside it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Yeah. Anyway, white is in deep shit here now. Pawn takes pawn. Knight takes check doesn't work. I can't just sacrifice a knight, so I basically was looking at pawn takes. Pawn takes, knight takes. E4, that's fine though. I mean, look at his king. Look at the position around his king. It's not secured. It's like the Haitian capital. Welcome to Port-au-Prince. You got like gangs running the city, man. It's gang warfare on the Queen's side. We like to stay up to date on current events here. So knight takes e4, pawn takes e4. I've been known to miss some tactics. I'm just gonna back off, I think. The long-term safety of White's king is totally compromised. So it looks tough. I'm threatening to rip it open, with takes a4. I'm also threatening knight takes f4. He should have never castled queenside. Barbecuing people. I mean, I guess that's standard procedure in some places, but... Alright. Soylent Green is people. Yeah, we had a conversation about Hannibal, the TV series, the other day, which I've never watched. And people were arguing about it at poker. Whether it's a good series. I watched, The Silence of the Lambs, but I know that the follow-up movie wasn't good, and And then I just assumed like any series like Hannibal would be crap, but apparently it was pretty good. Speaking of Hannibal, and Jeffrey Dahmer is very, very, very popular on Netflix, obviously. Oh, what? The gang leader is a cannibal? Really? Oh shit. Yeah. I didn't know that. Gotta be a cannibal. Dude, you don't have to be. If you like to play, then come play in my home game. Yeah, you can always send me the info. As I said. Oh yeah, his his nickname is Barbecue. I didn't get it. Now I get it. Right. Yeah, the guy's name is Barbecue. He's running for Prime Minister. Cannibals are us. Alright. Yeah, well, Haiti wasn't exactly a safe place in the first place, but now it's out of control. I guess it makes Ecuador look like a good time. They were supposed to get some soldiers in there from like Kenya or something, but I think it all broke loose before they got over there. I've never been to Haiti, obviously. Haiti, and I don't speak French. Alright. But I'm just gonna recapture. See, we're doing nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. Just taking things. Bishop takes a4. Barbecue the king. King side. King side? Is that the king side or the queen side? Traditionally, it's the queen side, but his king is there now. If your king is there, is it still the queen side? I want to play c5 and just roast the roastest. How about a b file? Roastest with the mostest. It's just too easy for black to play this. You know, he's got no real threats. Maybe slowly he could start to generate some threats, but by then, I mean, he's going to get ripped open on the queen side. I think I need to play c5. Yeah, I mean, I don't imagine this helps white. It's basically his only attacking piece. Probably bishop c2 is like resigning. Maybe it's not that bad. Yeah, if I let him survive into an endgame or something, white has a shot, right? I don't want to trade queens. Here's a situation where you definitely don't want to trade queens. Like, look at my king and look at his king. This is the single most important thing in chess. Whose king is, king safety, basically. I don't want to trade queens. Number one priority here. Party on Garth. Look at this. This is your... Oh my god. Oh my god, man. This is a zombie apocalypse. Hear these guys? Check. I probably had something else. Now, he's just... I think at this point he's horsing around. Literally horsed. Horsed. Check. Where's my check? Where's my checkbook? Checkbook Charlie. Damn it. Oh no. Checkbook Charlie. Boom. And that's it. See, that was easy. Alright, now we have fork. Alright, back to tournament. Schumacher. Wow, he's still going. Oh my god. Schumacher with white in the El Shachmat. Wow, El Shachmat. But Schumacher's active. Dude has, it's 2 pawns, 3 pawns, and a bishop against 3 pawns and a knight. El Shachmat's not an endgame. He's not an endgame technician. So Schumacher's still better with the bishop and the king position. Ooh. Careful, master. Black, ew. I wouldn't want to be black here against like a Ukrainian grandmaster or something. Could have played, this is a blunder probably. Wow. King f6 blunder. He could have played bishop takes d5 there. And then rook c5, king f6. Beautiful bishop, and is protecting both pawns. Wait, as mating threats, a6 is close to falling. So I think that black is going to lose. Theoretically, all he needs to do is sacrifice his knight for white's 2 pawns. You know? How hard can that be, right? This is another game. This is in the tournament. I had a game very similar to this a couple weeks ago where I lost with black in an almost identical kind of situation. I was so close to drawing with black, but the bishop and the pawn were just too much. Knight is not a good a piece here. Not as good a piece as a bishop. But black shouldn't have let his king get driven back, so far. This looks rough. What? What was that? What's rook c8 check? Are you sure this is winning? It's the right color rook pawn. It's very important that you have a rook pawn that can queen on the color of the bishop. If it was the wrong color rook pawn, it's a draw. So there's some famous examples of that happening to people who didn't know that. So if Schumacher had the other rook pawn, it would be a draw. Though this still might be a draw. I really have no idea. I don't like the way he traded. I don't like the way he traded rooks there. I don't think that was a good idea, but it might still be winning. Can black blockade this position? Maybe he can. This looks like a blockade. Jeez. Schumacher played too quickly. He shouldn't have traded rooks. It's a draw. I mean, Grandmaster Dorfman talks about this in his book. This is a total draw now. His book about peace tandems, chess strategy book, The Method in Chess. The rook and bishop coordinate better than black. This is total draw now. Rook and bishop coordinate better than rook and knight. So if you have rook and bishop against rook and knight, you should keep the rooks on the board. Fundamentally. In general, he shouldn't be trading pieces, probably anyway. He had attacking chances. He had mating threats against Shachmat. I like how Shachmat is like playing for a win now. Like nobody's gonna win this. I mean, unless white gets his bishop trapped. It could happen. King g4, king d2 resigns. That would be sick. Would it even work though? Even king g4, king d2, bishop f3 would be take, king c2, king e3, king b3, king d3, king d. It would still be a draw. That's funny. But I mean, I think that white is just black's just trying to play for the clock, but this is a draw. I mean, Schumacher shouldn't lose this with an increment. It's not like it's sudden death. I don't know that's where your king wants to be, though. Can you just do a draw now? Then we get our 2 minutes. Bathroom break. This guy's really annoying. Like, grow up. Alright, grow up. Alms is 2-0. Uber Driver's 2-0. What do you think about the hippo? Huh? It's good? Alright, I was just wondering. Uber Driver likes the hippo. And I was kind of like, I wasn't sure. I really don't trust the hippo. Do you guys trust the hippo? Would you guys trust the hippo? Alright. Alms with 2, Uber Driver with 2, Sun Prism 1.5, I have 1.5, 10-year-old 1.5, Schumacher with 1, Shockmont with 1, Pyrote with 1, Morales 1, Heroku 1. Euruin with half, Wings, or Wing of Chess, is out. Mikkel is out. A3 out already. We have 3 people who lost their first game and quit. Way to show a fighting spirit, guys. But here's the question, pimp named Hawk. Which is killing more people every year, hippos or elephants? That's what I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Really? I wasn't sure. I'd heard that before, but then there was a lot of incidents of elephant-related fatalities. And I thought elephants probably come into contact with humans more than hippos in general, because they've been obviously used in a lot of cultures. In Indiana Jones movies. Alright, round 3. Round 3 is on. We're playing e4. Keep them guessing. Do you want to play the hippo? No? Hippo sucks? How do you feel about it? Alright. Let's do the game plan. You got you a point. Buy city. Is 10-year-old the same account as the other Azeri account that played the Sveshnikov? I'm getting suspicious. If he plays, I'm suspicious now. Guys, wasn't it the guy I played who was an Azeri with the other Azeri account that also played the Sveshnikov? That has to be the same guy then. Alright. Suspicious. Did you hear about this pimp named Hawk? I gotta just call you Hawk or something. We were joking about it. I know that it's not funny, really, but yesterday, or whatever, Monday. Monday is yesterday? Yeah. Yeah, I guess it was Sunday or Monday. I don't remember. But anyway, well, there was a story about some guy who he got poisoned to death by his Gila monster, his pet Gila monster. The guy had 100 pet spiders, so he should know at least which of his pets is dangerous and stuff. Apparently it's the first Gila monster death by poisoning in 100 years. Yeah, they're not supposed to be aggressive. But he must have been messing with it or something, He they found it it was on him in his bed or something. So he had it out of the, the terrarium or whatever you keep it in, and he must have been messing with it, and it was attached to him. Wow, Bishop G7. Guy's girlfriend heard him screaming, and They tried to save him and take him to the hospital, but I guess it normally doesn't. It doesn't like cause fatal poisoning. But I guess this guy maybe had some weakened immune system or something. I don't know. Death by Gila monster. It's not a good way to go. Apparently it's like very, very, very painful. And it attaches to you for like 4 minutes or something. They have to actually really burrow in when they bite you very deep. Knight e7. Hilo. Is it me you're looking for? Alright. Dude, what is up with this guy? This account is mildly suspicious. Everybody's suspicious. Astrobate, the largest extant lizard species native to North America, North Mexican border. Smexican. I said Smexican. The Smexican border. Okay, so what? What? Ooh, pre-move. I don't remember him being like that, Mr. Pre-move. But we have some white square. White square. I don't know, man. I don't remember this guy like playing like this before. Did he play the Sveshnikov for real? We'll check later. But I swear he must have a second account that he played on. Sometimes our perception changes. Maybe it's not him, it's me. I've changed. Damn, that's like very Dude, there's this guy, man. Another story I heard this week was some guy had a 100-year-old alligator snapping turtle. I mean, come on, it sounds a little exaggerated. How would he know if... I mean, really 100 years old? I mean, that's got to be like... possible, but... No, I mean, it's possible, but how would you know it was 100 years old? He, like, was passed on from his grandfather or something? I mean, they passed him down. I mean, how, you know, it's like... You can tell by the shell? Oh, okay. They're like trees. Well, I had a snapping turtle, yeah. I had a snapping turtle, and it died, sadly, when it was, like, 8. He was sick, and we didn't know it. But anyway, so the 100-year-old snapping turtle, like, broke out of his containment unit when the guy was taking it to, like, a conference, like a... Oh, man, I screwed up. The guy was taking it to like a pet, I got distracted. He was taking it to a pet, I want to say pet conference. Pet conference? Is that a thing? Damn, dude. 95 sucks. This guy's not turning into an engine, is he? His rating went up a lot. Let's check this out for a minute. I just want to check this out. What's up with his rating? Rapid rating. Ooh. Okay, I mean, that's all. But he was like 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, and then 1,100. Now he's like 2,200. Hanging around to... Okay. Alright, just checking this out. But anyway, I blundered. Distraction again. C4. Not a good move. Up. Distracted. Yeah, this is very strange. So this other guy who cheated against me is like watching this game. who I kicked out of the team. I'm 100% sure he's a cheater. I wonder if they have some connection. There's a very similar style between King Kong and 10-year-old, but they play different variations of the Sicilian. Black is basically playing a perfect game here. Alright, Hippo. This is serious now. How is this guy so fast? And I blundered with knight d5. Wow, I thought I had a good position. One mistake and I'm Pet Expo. Exactly. One mistake and I'm screwed because the guy is like perfect or something. Suspicious. It's suspicious. I mean, if you look at his score against me, he's pretty good, but he's not that good. King Kong, I know you're a cheater, so don't come to the stream anymore. All right. Shame on you. G4, I'm very, very angry at myself for playing knight to d5. It's such a stupid move. I have a good position here. I just need to develop my pieces. I feel like black made some kind of minor inaccuracy. I could have played g4. If you're going to play g4, you could just play it now. Instead, I wasted a massive tempo. I think this is very dangerous for white. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell if people are cheating, and a lot of times I get false positives and I get suspicious of everybody and like paranoid and stuff. But honestly, I'm remembering now. There was a game where this guy just punked me out in a Sveshnikov. Definitely. Previous one. He's not been playing in here for a while. I don't know if I have a choice here. What about taking? Taking and then playing knight f5. And just hoping to hold on. I think I'm just hoping to draw. But here's the thing. Before the stream even started, I was very bothered by this guy's ratings because he is exactly the same distribution as the guy I kicked out. The so-called King Kong. King Kong is 2093 blitz, but a much higher rapid rating, like 200 plus points. This guy is exactly the same, like 1918 blitz, 2255 rapid. 200 points is normal, but not like 300. We're pushing 300 here. No, it's over 300 differential between blitz and rapid. That looks like, you're cheating in the longer games because you have time to cheat, whereas you can't in the faster games. This is a subtle move. Queen takes. When we expected pawn takes, he played queen takes. Now what do I do? Castle queenside? That's illegal. My king is unsafe. I have to do this. But I think the guy's play is a little too good. He's awful close related to King Kong. Plays similarly. Same time management, exactly. Very similar style, but a different opening. Different variation of the Sicilian. But honestly, this guy seems more legit than the King Kong account. There's really no reason for me to associate them with each other, other than the fact that they're around the same rating and they play at the same pace. King Kong feels more knowledgeable and legit. I mean, this guy, 10-year-old, seems more legit and more knowledgeable. King Kong felt like a weak player who was cheating. This guy might be totally legit. Just when I don't see a player for a long, long time, it's very weird. Where did this guy suddenly come back from after I banned that other account? Is this his second account and he's playing on it because I banned his other one? Or White is probably lost here, objectively. And this was the last game I lost. It was Sveshnikov. No, I was black. There must have been a Sveshnikov, though. Damn, I couldn't remember it. Where was it? Nope. Maybe it was his third account. E4? Say what? What the heck is E4? That's a weird move. A really weird move. E4. Yeah, I get it, you're attacking my pawn, but that was lost anyway. Why would you need to play E4? I don't know. But in any case, we have to think about an option here, what to do. What to do? Rook E1. Because I'm wondering if, somehow I can go after this. Coincidence means events happen in tandem. Yeah. Why is this guy following my game? Coincidence? Coincidence is another word for conspiracy theory. Coincidence. Yeah, this totally feels like a computer is playing black. Rook D8. He doesn't castle, notice. My last move may have been a serious mistake. I don't get it. Like, why delay castling so long? And Rook D8. Wow. Let's do an engine check for this guy seriously after the game. I'm getting absolutely destroyed by this guy. The day after I ban King Kong from the stream. Okay, I lost my concentration. But I see a huge similarity between them. Bishop takes B2. And now what? You got me on time, among other things. I'm lost on time, but my rook move was very bad. Rook move was a huge blunder. Rook E1. Very subtle the way that black's playing this. He's 1900 in blitz, and he's playing like a FIDE master better. Almost flawless chess. Time management. Position, opening, everything, And look at his track record against me. The normal him has like 15% score against me. Now suddenly he's like totally dominant monster. King E7. Wow, that's a really weird move. Must be like engine number 2. You can like pre-move. And he's super fast. He's 1900 in blitz. That doesn't add up right, dude. This feels like it's a double account. Oh, that King Kong guy. Honestly. Why are you so fast if you're 1900 in blitz? Why is your rapid rating so much higher than your blitz rating? You only use this account for rapid or something? Only 200 games in rapid, 1100 blitz games. Can't operate the computer fast enough. What's going on here? He's losing on time? What happened? He couldn't like enter the moves fast enough? Are you serious? I guess he couldn't enter the moves fast enough. I mean, what the hell's going on? Why would he just lose on time? That's so weird, man. I was lost. It's funny though, I wasn't lost until this last move, Rook D1. Rook D1 loses, and King E7 was a mistake. Why didn't he castle? It's like the worst game I ever won. And he just lost on time. Dude, that's super weird. Bug me never. Bug me quick. Why is your rating so high? Dude, I don't think so. No. Delete. Alright. Bug me never, your rapid rating is too much higher than your blitz rating. Dude, it's like 400 points higher. That means you're like cheating in rapid. And your real strength is like your blitz rating, which is like 1800, dude. There's no way you're I was totally winning. Jesus Christ, that's why I let my guard down here. I had Queen F3 winning a piece. Holy shit. But I have to see Bishop takes C2, Queen takes A8 check. Bishop F5 loses. Unbelievable. I can't believe it. I went from like winning to equal, and then like I'm lost after knight d5. From winning to lost in 2 moves, because I was just like, okay, this looks good. How does this guy lose on time in a +1 position? So strange. But that was the thing about the King Kong account. It kept getting lost positions and then playing perfectly against people. So it was able to defer judgment. It's very interesting. If you purposely like get bad positions, or you just get bad positions on your own, it's amazing what you can do from a +6 position if you start using Stockfish to play all your moves, or -6 position. I'll just tell you right now, like yesterday there was a game I saw where the guy was like -6 against a pretty good player, basically 2100 USCF. And at that moment, when he was like totally lost, he started cheating with the engine, and he played every single move that Stockfish said. And he actually came back from this completely lost position. So, and the opponent's like, no clue they just lost to a computer. They're like, oh man, I'm an idiot. I was totally winning. I can't believe I messed that up. But it turns out that you're not a complete idiot. You actually just lost to a computer. But the guy's doing it in a way that's not obvious. He started to cheat after he had a totally lost position. And by doing it that way, not like crushing you with the best possible move every time, that way he averts suspicion. And he's not cheating all the time. These guys are tricky. They know if they cheat every game or every move, they're going to get caught. So they're finding ways around it, we were playing poker the other night, and there was an old replay of a high stakes, not high stakes poker, but there was an old replay of some high stakes live TV game, and the Ali guy, what's his name? Ali Ismailovich or something like that. That famous guy who like cheated a lot was on there. It was like from before he got called out by everybody. So he may not get reported. Well, obviously. Dude. Alright, what's up? Uber driver playing right now. I'm playing right now. Uber driver. Nice. Nice. Alright, nice. I've been playing for 2 minutes. Alright, hey. No, dude, nobody has a clue you're cheating when you're, like, waiting till you're, like, -6 in some games to start cheating. Unless someone has an inclination to look into your games a little deeper. Check. Now if I play c5, I was wondering if this is okay. It's probably not that great. You know what really bothers me? The cheater guy is like following all my games. Why are you following all my games, dude? How do I get that name off of the screen? It's like creeping me out. So pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. I take with the pawn or with the knight here if he takes on d5. No, it's not my job to report these people. I just, don't have time for that. And anyway, like lichess never bans people, or no chess site ever bans people when I report them. So at some point I just gave up on like reporting people. I'll just call it out, and then, other people can report them if they want, because I don't even bother anymore. Because it's like a waste of time. It's too much trouble to police the cheaters, so... No hippo. Where's the hippo? Is anybody still alive out there? We have 20 viewers, and then tournament week, tournament stream, normally we don't get a lot of chatter here. Here. No, you're here. Are any of the players here? This is a tournament. We're the players. You know what amazes me though? People like Uber Driver. Okay, this is only move 8. They don't care about like trying to play the best moves. He's just interested in playing moves. That's why he's only used like 1 minute for eight moves. I don't know why do I bother trying to play the best possible moves if you're gonna just like make your moves instantly. Or you know what, the other thing is like waiting till you get a bad position to start usually they wait until they get a bad position to start to use time. That's a really bad time management strategy, Wait until you get a bad position and then start using time. I'd rather just not get a bad position. Yeah, 2-minute time odds here. He got 2 minutes. Somebody should have told me the game had started. No one warned me. I should have made 3 minutes. Astrobate's right. I should have made a 3-minute grace period between rounds. No, he's a good player. But he plays... Uber Driver plays a bit, like, too solidly, I think. What's he doing now? Now he's exaggerating. And using too much time. Why doesn't he want to take on d5? He just refuses to release the tension here. Okay. Fine. There's always like these sneaky sort of traps with the diagonal when the queen is on c2. Sometimes like to g5. Alright. Rook d1. Yeah, I mean, I think I should just go with the queen side. Then, if you're gonna do that, I can go for queen a5. He does nothing well. That's not nothing. That's a real move. But I have a question. What if I push? Knight e4, knight e4, pawn e4. All right. I've never played this variation. I wasn't thinking in the first four moves, and I got myself playing the black side of the Catalan, which is a very boring opening. Against a very solid player, I'm stuck playing the black side of a very boring opening. And I want to try to win with black. And I mean, so I played this like bishop before check, and I never played this line before. c5. I don't know. I played this position with the pawn back on d7, but never with d5. I'm not really sure about this. How do I... Alright, refresh. Reload. Now I got another request to join the team. The last two were rejected. I know I'm not going to accept people who just like have no games. I mean, if you click on the team link, it says clearly you must have 100 rated games, blitz or longer, to join our team. So far I have like, what's up Jan Hursky? So far I have two guys who had no games, and another guy who had like a 400 rating point gap between his blitz and his rapid, which makes him look like a computer. So no good candidates for joining our team today. If you do not have 100 games, I won't accept it, though I will accept it later. So what the heck is this? Pawn takes e4. Queen d3, he's like Dr. Tension. Pre-move. Oh my god, you must have pre-moved that, man. Wow, what a pre-move. That was an amazing pre-move. Nice pre-move. e5. I need to play e5 somehow. Takes on e4. Knight takes e4. Then I was thinking, here I might have something. Takes on e4. I feel like I have to do this. Alright, not sure. Feels like white is still better. But I have knight b4, losing a pawn. That's good. I was thinking e5. e5. Knight f6, queen f6. e5, knight f6, queen f6. I like it, dude. I like this. This seems like the best shot. Getting my bishop in the game. Finally. And notice he's pinned here. But I didn't have a lot of options. Uber driver has a weakness that he tends to gravitate toward safe variations, even when he shouldn't. You know, he should try for more. Wow. I have a weird idea here. Am I going to be lost there? What options do I have now? Rook takes. Rook takes is interesting. Queen takes. Queen takes b3, queen e1 check, rook takes check. Rook takes check. Down, he defends with the queen. It's a lost king and pawn game for me. So I should take with a rook. Actually, I'm not sure. Rook takes rook down. Rook takes rook down, rook check. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't. Alright. I lose a pawn. Does black have enough activity to justify losing a pawn? Maybe. Maybe. My queen and my rook are very good. My bishop's okay. I'm down one pawn, but everything else is okay. So should I necessarily be lost? Probably not. One pawn shouldn't decide necessarily a game. If everything else with the position is okay, you're probably not lost. I mean, unless it's like a king and pawn in game. Something very simplified. So queen e1 check doesn't work. It almost works. Unfortunately, no. So here I need to find an improvement. Centralizing. Mm. Interesting. What? Yeah. Oh, we're not allowed to have a draw. Because of the ridiculous, 30 move rule. I had a position like this once in a pretty serious tournament, and I couldn't make any progress. It just was a draw. It's not easy for him. Here's a sleazy trap that, works in some cases there with rook e8 check. He's so deep with that. Alright, good game. Good game, Uber driver. Very solid, impressive. Impressive. You were better the whole game. I had just enough to salvage a draw. Schumacher again. Oh wow, what a game! All right, Morales with a few pawns. Oh my goodness. Morales, don't lose on time. Just don't lose on time. You have 2 pawns up. Please don't lose on time. Okay, it's a 5-second increment. He has no passed pawn, and you're 2 pawns up. Just don't panic, and use your increment and play good moves. You're probably winning, but at least you shouldn't lose on time. Black just doesn't have any counterplay here. Yeah, I know Uber driver. I got a challenge from another random new account. It's the right time control, but we're already in the tournament. I saw this guy today. He was playing 2 games at the same time. I forgot you could do that. To me, it always felt like you were cheating. I don't mean like a simul, but people do that. They play multiple games at the same time on different windows. I never really tried to do that. It's okay. Take care, man. Nice to meet you. All right. A lot of passed pawns. 1, 2. Do I hear 3? Take him out. Schumacher's score against Morales is 6-3. But he's not necessarily the stronger player. I don't know, who's necessarily stronger. They're close, but he's got a very dominant score. But I think it's because of his superior time management, It's not that he's necessarily stronger than Schumacher, but he definitely panics and loses games on time, where Schumacher is super fast. Don't lose on time, please. And oh, he doesn't want to draw. He's going for the win. Please don't lose on time. The wrong white bishop. Yeah, well, that's true. And we had that earlier in another game where Schumacher had white with the white square bishop. But the D pawn is the right color. Because it doesn't matter when it's like a D pawn. Central pawn. Wei has absolute chances to win here. If he doesn't like self-mate or lose one of his pawns. But Schumacher is like Mr. Bullet chess, and it's funny because his ratings isn't that high in Blitz and Bullet. He's a sandbagger or something. I mean, he's got like 15,000 Blitz games, and he's 1999. And then Bullet is 5,000 games, 2084. 2084 isn't a bad Bullet rating, but it's not like your Turbo, the snail or something. It's unbelievable how fast Schumacher is. You'd think he was like 2,400 in Bullet or something. He really just loves playing super fast chess. I guess that's what it is at the end of the day. You know, this Bishop's Ops coloring game is close, but there you see now it's a draw. That's a draw. Now you did it. That's the point, that this is a draw. Because you sack for the one rook pawn. The other pawn, sorry. You sack the bishop for the other pawn and get your king in the corner. So, that's what he's doing now. This is a clear draw. But it's not a clear draw if the rooks are on the board. He had to play... No, he has winning chances. He had to keep the rooks on. But black's so fast, it's like brutal. You're playing a defender who moves faster than the superior side. That's really annoying. You have the better position. It should be easier for you to make moves. Yet the defensive side is like faster than you are, you know. Okay, guys. Can lay down the swords now. I think that Schumacher knows this is a draw. Yeah. Alright, wrong color rook pawn. Said the lady in black. Alms has left the building. Alright guys, how much time? Uber driver, tough game. Yeah, that's why I hate the black side of the Catalan. Morales, look dude, you can't trade rooks. I'm not sure it's a win even if you don't trade rooks, but, you know, it wasn't easy, and he's so fast, you know. I didn't see the game earlier, so it's all bunched up. You know, I've got 3, Uber Driver with 3, Schumacher with 2.5, Sun Prism with 2.5, undefeated. We're all undefeated. Wow. None of the top 4 players have lost a game. There's a lot of draws here. Alms left undefeated. Al Shakmat's undefeated. The top 6 players in the standings are undefeated. Morales is the only player in the top 7 that lost a game. Asteroid, did you get you a win yet? Nope. Heroku's back. We have about 10 active players in the tournament. I'd really like to get more, but people seem to like Arena better. I don't know why. Do we get any donations today? Oh, an hour ago, Hawk donated 100 bits. I didn't thank him for that. I've got to pay more attention to the mini feed. I had to reset my Twitch account, and it's messed up my window. You played almost perfect. Yeah, well, that's what Morales is known for. Suspiciously perfect play. The Prism. Strategic play. Known for his strategic play. We try to find the weak points in the opponents and then, you know, permeate that. It seems like Sun Prism has a pretty good handle on open games. So now what do I do? Yeah, well, you've also been known to play perfectly there, Schumacher. Pretty moving. Now, Sun Prism, I don't remember if I ever played d4 against you. I've been playing more e4 these days. Do you play the Grunfeld? Really? That's where you need a new mouse then. 3 mouse sips in a row. Your mouse fell and broke his legs. Yeah, old school. It's like playing Uber driver. Ruslan is watching. Is he like banned from the team or something? I don't remember. Oh, our hero's back. The draw percentage in this line must be very high, unfortunately. It's really hard to get anything for white. I've been playing this variation since like 1987, maybe even earlier. Bro. Am I supposed to play f4? I can't remember. King h1. Oh, that would be funny. Oh yeah, queen b6, king h1, and you win a pawn. There was a famous game, Karpov-Kamsky. One of Karpov's best games. I guess, actually I'm not sure. I saw it annotated somewhere. I guess it was from their candidates match. I don't remember. Maybe even earlier. I don't know why I can't get the chat to work. It's so strange, dude. There's some kind of bug when I try to log in on Twitch. I'm logged in, but I can't get my chat to work. I can't scroll down to the point where you click the disclaimer or whatever. Does anyone else have this problem? You're not using Streamlabs, obviously. Okay. I guess not. Really annoying Streamlabs bug. Sun Prism, did you leave the building? This is uncharacteristic finger slip. You're not playing on your phone, are you? Acerbate? When I use my phone, I can play a lot faster, but I also make a lot more like touch slips or whatever you call them. So the phone is tricky. So iPad, okay. You could plug a mouse into your iPad, right? Theoretically. This is a book position. Queen b6 is a theoretical move, I think. I have played king h1, but I feel like e3 is the normal move here. King h1 is like a tricky move I played against somebody a long time ago. It's just a trap, though. It's like a poison pawn on d4, but it doesn't really help white's position. I mean, I don't know. Karpov did like king h1, bishop e3, bishop g1 in a famous game. But it seems to me it wasn't that exact position. Now, I can't remember if e3 is right or wrong. I guess it's the right move. By the way, like queen b6 isn't black's main move here. I believe it's knight to d7. Sun Prism is just burning time. I don't think he likes closed positions. I did have a similar game with move 11 in a training game. That was probably the game where I did king h1 that I was talking about. Okay, I have sometimes knight a4. In fact, I mean, I could have played that right away. Maybe that was best. I should have played just knight a4 right away. Then probably queen b5. He has queen b5 though. That's kind of annoying. What about my rook? Ooh, I'm going to hang a piece. Not good. Hanging pieces is not good. Alright, I'm just simply going to like settle for bishop e2. It's not great, but it's only temporary. And bishop a3 is... it's all bark and no bite, it seems like. I'm just trying to stay solid. I know my bishop sucks for now, but so does his. And Emma knows no tactics, just keeping him tied up. I really wanted to do rook f2 and lateral, and get my bishop to be able to drop back. Because when I go knight a4, his queen is going to have that really annoying c5 square or b5 square. Knight d to b4. Knight to b4. Knight to db4. BB. Ali Habibi. Okay. Queen d2. R2 d2. Okay. Now I can swing over here. And your knight b4 is harassing me. Your knight has been charged with harassment. But it's like I said earlier, Sun Prism doesn't normally use this much time. Now I told him to play more slowly. So the question is he really listening to me, or is he just playing more slowly because it's a closed position? And he's wow. Yeah. I'm lucky he doesn't have some tricks with like knight e4. He almost has that, Knight e4. Jeez. Ooh, that's a subtle move. Rook d8. Your bishop will drop back to e8 like a pro. But maybe I should take that white square bishop. Not such a bad piece. Oh, I have knight a4. I didn't want to wait until he plays bishop back to e8 when I couldn't get it anymore. I'm going to just take it now. Counterintuitive, trading a strong knight for the quote-unquote bad bishop, but important part of the game. A bishop can become a strong piece later on. Okay, I am not sure. Obviously, he intends on like doubling rooks. They. Ha. Knight a4. But maybe I should play bishop f1 first. Do we have time for that? Is black in trouble? He's in trouble on time, but as I said, it's still increment, don't forget. So how does he keep his knight protected? Queen takes. C1, knight takes A2, queen C8 check, bishop F8, bishop A3. And black has knight D7 at the end there, but knight C5 looks pretty nasty, actually. So bishop A3 is an interesting move. Anyway, I have to recapture. Alright. So it's possible to take with the queen or the bishop. Actually, he doesn't have knight A2 anyway. But anyways, why do I want to take with the queen versus take with the bishop? What does the bishop do? No, my queen stays on the knight. But anyway, has queen C6. Alright, I might as well just do it this way. I'm going to keep the file. Yeah, he goes for a queen trade. He loves endgames. No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Now, that was a tough call. Right? Do you really want to hurt me? Alright. Yeah, it looks like black might hold on here. I was thinking knight A6. To stop him from coming in here. Black should be able to hold a draw in this position. Pretty impressive play by black. I don't know if he plays the Grunfeld. I don't remember. I mean, okay. Another good move. Good move. Yes. What are you menacing? That's check. You saw that, right? Now I blocked my own bishop. I'm such a dumbass. Why didn't I go to E1? Why did I go here? Jeez. H5 in the house. It's quite a move you got there. Yeah, why did I go there? Yeah, that's nice. Okay. I can play A3, but knight A5. A3, knight A5, B4. Rather not. Black's going to come through this game with a pretty good CPL. Almost perfect, I would say. Can like pre-move. So, it's a draw. And now it's a draw. Greedy, greedy. Your knight's not trapped, is it? Nah, would never be trapped. God damn it. There's no way to win this position, is there? Oh, he generously offered a draw. No. No, I offer the draws. Why did I do that? There's no way to win this position, but I offer the draws around here. You don't offer draws. Forgot about that, didn't you? You don't offer draws anymore. You offered your last draw. You you offered too many draws already. You reached your draw limit. It's a very nice move you've got there. So what's my plan? Aha. Gotta be a way to try to win. No. Still, I offer the draws. If anyone's better here, it's white. White has more space. Man, I can't get his bishop off that square. That's really annoying. God damn it. There's no way to get him off. Alright, draw. Look at the analysis on this, dude. Where do you see this? It's going to be like 6 cent upon loss for both sides. I had complained about Sun Prism earlier having a high rapid rating, but it's not as bad as those other guys. He's around 200 points. It's reasonable. But if I start seeing people who are like 300 or 400 points, so no inaccuracies, no mistakes, no blunders in a 40-move game. Not even one inaccuracy. Even I made an inaccuracy. You didn't make one inaccuracy. And you're 1962 in Blitz. And your score against me is extremely good. As King Kong looks on. Well, I mean, this endgame is pretty clear. There's nothing that can be done. It's totally symmetrical structure. You played extremely well. I mean, almost every single move was best. Computer doesn't like me taking that bishop. It's funny. I thought maybe it was a good idea. Black's actually better, according to the computer. It's kind of ridiculous. You could have taken here with the pawn. I thought that was interesting. But objectively, like, nobody's winning this position. So Sun Prism is undefeated in the tournament. Uber Driver's undefeated in the tournament. I'm undefeated in the tournament. Uber Driver's still playing. Ooh, a break. These guys are defeated. Schumacher was defeated. Damn, dude, this is a wild position. Are you kidding me? Oh no, he had to. Oh my god, this is a disaster. He always has the bishop. Did you have to do that? Gorilla. Speaking of gorillas. Here we go again. Every single game, like, Schumacher has bishop versus knight. What about a5? It might be lost. White has to be careful here. Not to lose. I'm not sure it can be drawn. I mean, that pawn is gone. You know, that D pawn is gone. And then your other pawns are fixed on the wrong color. So this is possible the white is lost here. I don't know. He's going to lose on time? Come on. Surely you jest. Surely you digest. You're not going to lose on time, at least. The Uber driver can draw this, Schumacher. I assure you, he can draw this. If anyone can draw this, Uber driver can do it. It doesn't look good, though. Both pawns are gone. I don't know, man, about this. Antonio, what's up? 2 connected pass pawns on the outside. I don't think this should be able to be drawn. You should be able to draw this. 1 pawn would be okay. Does the A pawn help us have any sort of hope? Look at that brutal king position. You got flagged? Who could have flagged you? Your own's been flagging people again? Ah. He's like slower than you, man. Oh, jeez, dude. You got flagged by your... He's like the only player who's not a bullet fiend here. And you got flagged by him. That's pretty funny. Man, Schumacher is getting schooled by Uber driver. Nice move, bishop f1, though. I don't think that bishop's doing much good on that diagonal anymore, Schumacher. You might want to try a different diagonal. He won't get off this diagonal. What's your obsession with this diagonal? There's nothing on the diagonal anymore. Get your bishop to another place. What is he doing with that diagonal? Look at him. He's like here, 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 here. At least get your bishop back where you can like sack it for a rook pawn or something. Why does he keep moving his bishop from f1 to e2? That's not going to help. At least you have to like bring the bishop over here, you know, to try to slow down those pawns. It wouldn't matter. He's lost. Man, Uber driver is going to take the lead now. Jeez. I have, what, 3 draws? Or 2 draws? How many draws do I have? Uber driver? Sun Prism? Is that it? I beat Schumacher. Oh no, stalemate. This is ugly, dude. Stalemate. Stalemate. You saw that. This is why he kept the bishop on the diagonal. Seize the moment. King c3. You can still salvage a draw from the jaws of victory, Uber driver. Now, how are you going to draw this? How's he going to draw this, is my question. 1 move away from mate, and Schumacher runs out of time. Now he's going to be pissed. Uber driver in first place now. Oh, there's El Shachmat. Sun Prism drew. He drew 10-year-old. Drew Morales. Drew Shachmat and drew me. What's with all the draws? Jeez. Draw champ. And I have 3 draws. Yeah, I thought I had 3 draws. So I drew Schumacher too. I totally forgot. That was a draw too. What's with all the draws today? This is like the max draws I ever saw. One of our tournaments. It's a lot of really solid play today. Pirate left after 1 game. What? He got a bye and then left after 1 move. So he just got a bye and quit the tournament. Asterby, you got to score a point, man. There's 2 rounds left. Nedeye, are you here or not? Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't play the Grinfeld exchange variation. I mean, the Fianchetto. That opening is like a forced draw. I give up. You know, I can't beat... I couldn't beat my grandmom in that variation. You literally have to beat Karpov to win a game in that line. It's too easy for black to hold. I have like a million games with people. I've always had trouble. I don't know, man. You'd think like a symmetrical position there'd be some way to get some sort of advantage, but it boils down to like an exchange Slav, basically. When you think about it, it's an exchange Slav. Why should it be good for white? Gotta be something better there. I shouldn't play that way. Oh man, alright. Now we're gonna get some blood. Now we're gonna see some blood. No draws until... I like this. Actually, now after facing Sun Prism, I'm happy for the no draws offer within 30 moves rule. He like automatically offered a draw as soon as we got to move 30. Uber driver offered me a draw. The fighting Schumacher. How did we draw? By mutual agreement? I can't remember. I'm just a one trick. Come on. Play good moves. Play good moves. Just don't type, play chess. Go for a good game, Masturbate. Come on, I want to see you play a good game. I'm not going to try anything tricky against you, okay? I promise not to try anything tricky. Just play good chess. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Or anything stupid. And don't play d6 in the accelerated dragon. Alright? Yeah, I know, Move 11. It's horrible. He always does that. He'll do like d6. Like turn it into a normal dragon. I know. Please don't play d6. This is even worse. He did e6. The only explanation is that like he's losing on purpose. You know, that the only thing I can think. He never played that before. I'm at a loss, you know. I mean, he probably has played this like once or twice, but for the most part, he just didn't do d6. He knew he wasn't supposed to do d6, so he did e6 instead. If we had said don't do e6, he would have played d6. I guess he just gets like nervous or something. Maybe e6 isn't so bad. It's a pawn sacrifice. Damn, Masturbate. It's move 5. He was afraid of the diagonal. He wanted to blunt my Bodler bishop with e6. See, so many people have played bishop c4 against him. He's developed like a phobia of the bishop on c4 at this point. He has Bodler PTSD. Oh, whoa, this is a theoretical new one. Wow, knight f6. That's cool. Well, I didn't know that was your idea. Bodler phobia. Bishop f4. Whew. Tempted to play bishop f4. Zootopia. Alright. I wonder if this is even good. I'm honestly, like, very slightly worried about my position for bishop f4. I think I might have screwed this up. So if he castles, Move 11, how are you? Did anyone donate to the World Senior Team Championship today? see. Masturbate was last one. 66666. Oh. No, I mean, you have castles. And then the point is, if I play knight c7, you have knight h5. You unplug my knight, from the wall socket. I thought it's a brilliant idea. Castles. And then he does e5. No, e5 can't. It has to be too much. Interesting, but it's too much. Too much. No, he's sacrificing for the initiative. How bad can it be? Now queen d4. And I'm going to have to castle queenside. Or should I just play bishop e2? What are you doing? Bishop e2? Just play it safe. Try to pull the rug out from under my eyes. He's trying to get me to castle queenside. He sacked 2 pawns for the initiative. I am not that materialistic. Now I have a face hugger on b5. Definitely that's good. I'm winning now. He's got to get more practice playing like a legit accelerated dragon. And the problem is that none of the people at his level, I'm serious, like nobody at his level plays freaking, even if he gets to this position, I don't know. Well, I mean, at the bottom line is no one even plays this far, but if he were to play the right move, he'd be very unlikely to get accelerated dragon beyond like 4 moves. He doesn't get any practice playing like the proper lines. Bishop d3. No. You got to admire his piece play, right? His pieces are very active. All of these pieces are pretty active. And he's only down 2 pawns. Nothing major. Now, he's got me with knight b4. You think black had knight takes c5. Well, now he has another trap, hitting c2. The question is, who cares? Like they say on the Muppet Show. Alright, I can afford to give you a pawn back. I'll make a deal. You can have a pawn back. And I'll destroy your structure. How's that? Not really? You lost a piece? Jeez. I don't think he can play against me. He's like psyched out. He just melts down into like 1100 mode when I play against him. Alright. That was kind of... Alright, take out Uber Driver. Kill Uber Driver. Not my preferred opponent for Uber Driver. I'd rather see him have to play Sung Prism. You haven't played Sung Prism yet? There must be a draw. Where's the draw with Sung Prism? Uber Driver has not faced Sung Prism. And they're like both like draw addicts. Yuruin on a streak though. No draws for Yuruin. He had a half-point bye and then loss, win, win, win. Very decisive player. And then Sung Prism, Schumacher. Schumacher might be tilted. Dude, what? Wait. Sun Prism is playing a mainline Caro-Kann with white? Say what? Where does that come from? You were playing like the B4 Gambit before. And Schumacher just hung a queen. Since when do you play the main line? You just learned that overnight, or? Alright, now he's got 4 points. So, I don't know, Schumacher lost his... He tilted. After a good start, he just totally tilted. The last game with Uber Driver was too much for Schumacher. It put him over the edge. So now it's Schachmatt, Uber Driver versus Schachmatt. I like the bishop. That's a nice bishop you got there. But Catalan, solid player. Now we're going to root for Uber Driver's opponent. That's what we do here. I mean, black has enough for the central pawn mass. Having said that, I'm not sure bishop e4 is the right plan. You really don't want to trade bishops when you're playing with a bishop pair. White wants to trade bishops, wants to trade your bishop pair off. You're kind of helping him with this move. Still, I think the black's position is pretty solid, but okay, bishop e4 is clearly not a bad move. Black's pretty solid. I don't know too much about Al-Shachmat. I mean, you played b4 against my Caro-Kann or something before, like twice, didn't you? a6? Ugh, that's gross. Why did black play a6? What we need to play is dynamics, you know, c5, maybe rook d8, rook c8, play for breaks against the white center. Black's like, yeah, basically black's playing the London system. Black had too much exposure to Eric Rosen or something. Now I understand what the problem with Al-Shachmat is. He's basically been overdosed by Eric Rosen and John Bartholomew. So he plays like some kind of Slav Caro-Kann London system repertoire. He's playing the London system every game with both colors. I didn't like a6. It's not dynamic. I mean, okay, maybe he feels Uber Driver is a stronger player. And he's just trying to be solid, and he does what he does. Okay, this is not easy for black, you know, to say what to do. But I hate a6. And objectively, Uber Driver should think about playing a5, but that would be too aggressive. Have you guys watched the grass grow lately? Very entertaining. It's even better than tennis. Sometimes if you watch tennis or golf, you can actually do both. Especially in golf. Watching the grass grow. C5 finally played. Well, now we're talking. So suddenly, Uber Driver doesn't seem to have an advantage. The bishop has pretty good potential. What do you play now? No need to spend a lot of time on this move, I guess. You can't lose your b pawn. Don't like this exchange. The exchange seems unnecessary for black. I don't see the benefit in exchanging those pawns there. You know, why does that help you? He had a kind of weakish pawn on c3. So you're trading your c5 pawn for a c3 pawn. How does that help black? Dude, play rook b8. Like, why are you thinking here? The slime is strong around here. The smell of slime. Okay, rook d7 doesn't look bad, honestly. But I mean, suddenly Schachmatt is like using lots of time. He was generally fast. I don't know. Maybe he's tired or something. It's been a long day at school. But he's usually pretty quick. I mean, this is like exorbitant amount of time being used by black now. And he's really fine. White just doesn't really have anything here. It should be equal. Maybe white has a tiny edge with this move. Knight d3. So black now has to, yeah, he's drifted a little and black has to defend actively. Now knight e5, rook c7, knight c6, and you resign. But Uber Driver will never see that tactic because he doesn't calculate more than 2 moves deep. Knight e5, rook c7. Yeah, see, he's trading queens. Why win by force when you can trade queens? See, the problem is that he's too risk averse. This is how he ended up, like, what was it, drawing with Schumacher? You know, it's sensible to be somewhat risk averse, but I think he's too risk averse. Now it's mate 20. I'm serious, I think he was winning by force with knight e5. And it's completely logical here. You attack my rook. And now what he didn't see was rook c7, knight c6. Rook takes c6, rook takes c6 wins. Pawn takes c6, queen takes b8 wins. Nothing to see here, folks. And the main point is like queen c8, knight e7 wins. Why is El Schachmatt like almost timing out here? Now he might be in serious trouble. But, you know, even in this position, we're getting close to lost now. But I don't know for sure it's lost. You know, 5 against 4 on the same side, that's a really long ending. What just happened? He's allowing pawn takes a4. Oh my god. Black didn't play pawn takes a4? What? Uber driver, you're insane, dude. This is very unclear now to me that white is probably not winning. You know, I don't think that white is winning here. He turned into a mindless zombie and started playing bullet chess. Horrible. See what bullet chess does to you? It turns a normally thinking player into a moron. Because he's like trying to like win on time with a 5-second increment. Black offers a draw. Yeah. He likes draws, you know. Maybe he'll be tired. He had a long day at work today, taking care of the kids, driving. He likes draws. It's a really tempting offer. An offer you can't refuse. God, Uber driver loves draws. He took the draw. Well, I mean, at this point, white's not winning. But if you go back, besides the fact that he had forced win with knight e5, I mean, they played both really like clowns at the end. But man, this has to be winning, right? Knight e5. Yeah, it just wins by force. Too much focus on playing super fast. We got to at least see the forced win here with knight e5. You had a beautiful maneuver, knight d3, and then the point was the knight is threatening to come in on both squares, and black can't protect both squares. So he protects one, but he leaves the other one open, and then Uber Driver goes like for a queen trade, and that's probably a bad idea. I mean, queen and knight is again tandems, Dorfman, and talking about queen and knight playing better together than queen and bishop, opposite of rook and bishop. I'm in first place. We got the tie breaks over the Uber Driver, and I've already played everyone except for Morales and Jeroen. No, I played Jeroen. I played everyone except for Morales, so I have best tie breaks, and Ams is out, so I can play. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Heroku or Morales? Has to be my last round opponent. Morales, probably. I should get Morales. Great. Toughest player left. Oh, I forgot. I haven't played El Shachmat. My bad. I totally forgot. Okay. London system. Look out. No London system. They'll do it anyway. It's like insanity. The insanity defense. I was preparing for someone when he played the London system against me. And I shouldn't do this here, really. I normally play knight f6 there, but I knew he was going to do knight f6, so it doesn't really matter objectively. I knew he was going to do bishop f4. I wouldn't normally play knight d7 in that exact position. Anyways, he's playing h3 now, which is slow. So, the e5, don't believe the hype. e5 takes, knight takes bishop d6, but it's no time to start relearning the wheel here. c5 is interesting. Because I feel like most people know their little London system tricks. I don't like to play into variations that they're expecting, and I have my own ideas. c5, they just do c3 or e3. g6 is normal. b6, maybe white goes to c4, but that's fine. I don't think that he'll be comfortable playing that, The standard London system player doesn't know how to play c4, and even if he does, my position isn't that bad. Now should I play c5, enter into a normal ready, but it's committal. So I prefer not to be committal. Yeah, so this is not the last round opening I was really hoping for. It's obviously I hate the London. It's boring. But all right. It is what it is. It's not illegal to play the London, although I wish it was. So what I would typically do, I had a game with the tennis carrot guy where he like played the London system in reverse against me. Very strange. Tennis carrot guy, I mean, I feel like he's the last person who understands how to play like a London system or something, but he drew. C3, okay, E5, take. I can't really sack a pawn here. A5. I don't know if that's good. Very committal. I also don't have to play B5. I could opt out. If you'd like to opt out, well, I can also opt out with E5, obviously. I'm just holding that back. But most people don't play A5 there. Guinea pigs don't play A5. I've had some people do some really stupid stuff, like B4 or something. Similar positions. I don't like A5. That's not right. You're supposed to play A4, but you're not supposed to play A5. I have a million games in this type of position against some good people too, like Bill Kelleher. Rook E1, Bishop H2, Bishop F1. There you go. Now you're talking. Should I play? I have to play for E5 now. Don't take on E5. Now you have a problem with your knight, though. Where's your knight going? Uh-oh. Wait. Regardless, he takes on E5, which gives me outpost squares. You know, there's really no reason to take on E5. How does that benefit white? You know, it was like last game against Superdriver when El Shachmat traded pawns on D4. You're like trading pawns because you can, basically. You see a road and you cross it like a chicken. I mean, don't make an exchange of pawns because you can. You're trading off your strong point on D4, and you're gonna lose possession of these squares, which means that I can stick a knight on C5 or E5 and kill you later. So it's better to leave the pawn on D4, unless you have a good reason not to. Now the second problem is that his knight doesn't have a square to go to, except for H2, H4, and G5. And H4 isn't, well, it isn't great, so that's why he went here. But what if I was to like attack his bishop at some point with knight H5, you know? Okay, anyway, still E4 is strong, no matter what. He has knight D4. Now, from my perspective, I'm doing this. I had a game against some Hungarian guy a couple years ago. He was like a 1900, 2000 kind of blitz player. I had a very, very similar game against him, except he didn't do A5, and he was a little more solid. He also like surrendered, I think he surrendered his central pawn. And now, as I pointed out, like these squares are assets for me. Plus I have C5. So white is like lost here, probably, objectively. When should I play C5? Well, I'm not sure. There was A3. I had a game against him in the Simul where I lost in a position like this. I was too in a hurry and I stuck my knight on D3 and I just like lost a pawn. But it's important not to rush in this type of position. that I have c5 threatened. I didn't like c5 right away for some reason. I don't know why. Oh yeah, because if I play c5, knight b3, and I could play c4, I have a crushing advantage, really. So what's White's best move now? Kids, not going to tell him. I don't know. Take. It's really bad for White. This is why, I mean, I just don't think... I don't think London is a good opening. The so-called Yubaba London is a bit better, but it's not really a London system. It's actually a Verisov, and a slightly more active opening. But I think in this particular game, you know, he probably has to play c4 and go into a normal queen pawn game type structure. Well, anyway, if we go back, a5 is a mistake. You should play bishop h2, rook e1 earlier first, before any a5. We're going to win this game. I'm pretty focused now. I get more focused. This is the same thing he did against Super Driver. He starts like tanking and tanking. Now he's really burning time. Knight b3. Obviously it's a bad square for that knight. So I have a couple of options. You know, the obvious option is queen e7, which is a move I use a lot in these London closed queen pawn games. The other move is knight d7, which is not a move I use a lot. Which could be a little complicated. But it does, you know, it does allow my f pawn to go. Allows forward movement of my f pawn. And also uncovers my bishop here, which isn't that relevant. Now what does White do? Django Unchained. Now that's a strong pawn chain. This pawn chain is not quite as nice as this one. This is a legit. That's a legit, you know, pawn chain. Now black is really gonna get it. I feel like his last chance was, well, actually this is kind of like the Hungarian guy did against me. Yeah, I don't know if I should play c5. He's gonna play knight f1 and try to hunker down. Clunker hunker. But we're coming for you. We're watching you. Oh my God. Everything is watching you. It's like a vortex. Be the vortex. You are the vortex. Just be the vortex. Be the ball. Knight c5. What I don't want to do is like trade off pieces or anything like that. No interest in that. So, subtly improving my vortex. I mean, eventually you do the g5 f4 and it's like it's a cave-in. He stopped it temporarily. That's a very temporarily cave-in stoppage. All right, and it also gives him a square for his guy there. So what am I gonna do? Leave my chain alone. Leave my chain alone. Ooh, he suddenly traded. What was that about? Why did he just suddenly go? What made him suddenly play that move? That was kind of weird, wasn't it? Kind of weird. The weird and wonderful world. The vortex is upon us, guys. Don't mess with the vortex. Gore-Tex. All right, that's what I was thinking. Just go back. No knight g3 now. Oh, that's a good diagonal. Could possibly go wrong. That is a good diagonal. Now, am I weakening my pawn chain? You're going to go knight h2? Jeez. Weakening my pawn chain. I mean, f4 has to be possible already. This looks really ugly. Damn, he's preparing to go to the H file. Are you sure? You've got that? Damn, dude, he's hardcore. Hardcore. I might have to pull like a sack on d4 to kill him. This is ugly. This is like conceptual devastation. He's a good defender though, and you can tell it's a product of getting bad positions on a regular basis has made him able to defend like this. See, rook h1, he's foreseeing what I'm doing. Like he sees g5 coming and he's already learned to defend against that. I'm not Uber driver. I'm not here to trade your queen off, you know. He's gonna take my knight. Damn, dude. Well, I think you might want to sacrifice something here with like f4. Go for it. Oh. I know it's not aesthetic. I'm sorry. This is non-aesthetic. Now, knight takes or bishop takes. Bishop's not doing much. Knight keeps pressure. Oh, he didn't see the discovery. That's not good. That's not good. Struggling is another word for this. Dude's not resigning. No problem. Whew, that was pretty. That was the London system. I love the London system. Love killing London systems. I was born to kill London systems. I was born to be alive. Alright, guys. Oh, back to tournament. Killed another London. So I got Sun Prison by half a point. He was undefeated with 5 points, second place. Now, Uber Driver still can catch. Uber Driver Morales, how many times have you guys played each other? My God. How do you play twice in a Swiss system? I swear to God, they played already. Am I just imagining this? I can't believe they haven't played already. Wow. It's a good matchup. It was Schumacher versus Morales. There'd be a good matchup. The three of them are all very close. I thought you'd play queen d3, Morales. Like, who's going to offer a draw? It's move 30. Morales is a fighter. White offered a draw. I said Morales was a fighter. Did I say that? They're tired. Uber Driver loves draws, and he gets third place. Okay, Morales was out of contention, and Uber Driver gets a prize for third place. Jeroen got a bye in the last round, so that would have been embarrassing if Uber Driver had lost. No, he still would have gotten third place. So a draw was enough. But with a win, Uber Driver would have gotten second place, but he didn't want to risk it. He wasn't better, and he had less time. So first place is me with the tie break. The champion tie breaks and a half point more. Second place, Sun Prism, with a very solid performance today. We're all impressed. Uber Driver also matching Sun Prism, basically. We expect that to be solid. So you guys, congratulations. Everyone performed around 2300 and above. Thanks, Move 11. So a solid performance from all the three players at the top. And then Jeroen, well, sadly Jeroen got a bye in the last round, which is kind of weird. But anyway, he had no draws. Shockmot with 4. Thanks, Move 11, for gifting a gift sub to Skewerly. Good choice. Haven't seen Skewerly in a little while. I've got, El Shockmot with 4. Morales had a bye and a draw in the last round. He had a tough tournament. What happened to Morales? He won the first round, then what happened? You lost against Sun Prism? You lost against Alms. Oh, he's the only one who had to face Alms. That was brutal. Alms won his first 2 games and drew and left. So, okay, and the Uber Driver also had to face Alms. So Alms slowed some people down there. Heroku, thanks for playing. 10-year-old left early, and we've got a total of 17 players. But I managed to squeak by with a crushing 2350 performance. Thanks, Move 11, for gifting that to Skewerly. You had a win against Alms. Managed to avoid Uber Driver the whole time. Well, you guys would have drawn anyway. It's safe to assume. So you both tied for the maximum number of draws in the tournament. We know you both love draws. Ruin not so much. Anyway, guys, thanks for playing. Congratulations to me, Sun Prism, and Uber Driver. And tomorrow's off, and it's Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're going to host our normal analysis stream. So I already got a game from Sun Prism and a few other people. And if you're interested, please send me a game. For those of you who are subscribers, like Antonio, Move 11, Acerbate, obviously. Mr. Coffee was here earlier. I didn't see what he said about his tournament, but we'll get up to date. Yeah, Antonio, tend to panic and time pressure. Guys, oh, someone on sound is here. I didn't see you there. Hey, what's up? Yeah, you can always send in a game for the analysis stream too, someone on sound, since we haven't seen each other in a while. I don't know if you probably don't have any games to submit, so you haven't been playing much. But anyway, guys, someone on sound, good to see you. Join us for the Simul on Sunday. We know. You know you will. Yeah, anyway. Good to be seen. I hope everything is alright, man. And Anonymous Player, welcome back. The mate was really nice, too. So, I will miss the weekend. Sunday I'll be in the UK. Wow. I hope that's a good thing. Visit the mom. I'll see you guys. Alright, man. Have a good trip. And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Mr. Coffee. Bye-bye.